What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm making this video for something that I've been going through these past few weeks in hopes of inspiring somebody and helping somebody through their journey. So if you're listening to this right now, feel free to listen. But I want to talk on the subject of excuses, making excuses and why we make excuses. I feel like excuses is the root of procrastination, demotivation, laziness, and complacency. Excuses, in my definition, is something that we come up in our mind and it acts as if it's a barrier to stop us from doing the things that we either want to do or need to do. So, for example, since I'm a YouTuber, I'm gonna take YouTube as an example. Somebody want to start a YouTube channel, but they feel like they don't have the equipment to do so. They feel like they don't have a $2,000-$3,000 camera. They feel like they don't have the right editing software. They don't feel like they have the personality, which could be true or false, right? So you make these excuses in their mind, these roadblocks, these mental barriers in their mind as to why they can't do something, even though they can fully have the means to do so. Starting a YouTube channel costs no money. Starting a YouTube channel is the easiest thing you can do. So that's step one, making it. That's probably the hardest step that people don't do. So by this person making a YouTube channel, now they have another barrier they have to face and go through is making videos, which goes back to why I said they don't have the best camera or equipment or whatever the YouTubers use nowadays, which you really don't need because phones are at a point where you can use your phone to do anything, like literally anything. You can vlog, record, use a face cam, use it as a camera. The quality is good enough to use. You don't need a camera. If you want to, then that's fine. But they feel like they don't have the necessary tools to start a YouTube channel. So they make the excuse like, oh, I can't make one because I don't have this, that, and third. Or here's the one that I was just doing recently where they're talking about, once I get this, that, and third, then I can start making videos, or then I can start making this type of content, which is simply not the case and simply isn't true. And these is what I was saying earlier in the video, roadblocks that we come up in our mind, these are mental barriers that we come up in our mind, and we allow it to stop us from doing the things that we need to do or what we want to do. And that definition I said right there was a want. The next definition I'm gonna use is a need. So say, for example, I'm gonna say getting a job at a young age. Say somebody is about 18, 19. They feel like they're not the best hard worker. It takes them a while to get things done because they either don't feel like it or they just can't do it, and they make, like I said, excuses in their minds. So in order for them to make money, you have to have a job, right? Or something like that to get money. This person wants to have a job, but they simply don't because they come up with these barriers in their mind saying, oh, I'm not the hardest worker, I can't do this, I can't do that, or I don't have transportation, X, Y, and Z under the sun, right? And so what do? They don't get a job. So they're in the same spot where they're at in life. They're in the same predicament, not getting any money, having to rely on other people's money or other people's transportation. And it's just an over and over, it's just a cycle, a never-ending cycle. It just keep repeating itself. You keep up coming with the same excuses. It's like a merry-go-round. You're just going over and over. And at some point, these excuses that we come up in our head has to stop. We're not going to be able to be successful in whatever we're doing if we just have all these constant negative thoughts in our mind talking about, oh, we can't do this, oh, we can't do that. It's got to be a point where all that got to stop. Okay, cool. You may not be able to have a certain thing that someone else in your predicament or age does have. That's cool. You can always work up to it. But are you just going to stop? Are you just going to sit there and do nothing and just pray to God that it just fall on your lap? No, you're going to get up and get it. Or at least that's what you should be doing. And it's like, this is something that I've been battling with, maybe not to this extent, but in terms of me, like I said, I do YouTube not full time, but I do it like part time. I do it like as much as I can. And I do other things on the side, but that's neither here or there. But my example being YouTube, I've gotten to a point with my main channel where I was climbing so high. I was consistent. I was doing all the right videos I need to do. This was years ago. This is like 3-4 years ago. and I was being consistent. Kept climbing up, climbing up. Some of my videos hit 100K, 70K, 60K, 50K, 20K, 10K, 1K, and these are all in like a span of a week or two, sometimes a couple days or a day. And so I was at this point where I was just keep going and going and going. And then as soon as I came over, excusing my mind saying, oh, well, I have all these followers now, but I don't have the right quality. So let me hold back and then save up money in order to get it. And when you know what happens when you try to save money, it's like every time you try to save money, it's like life just slaps you down. You got all of a sudden your car start breaking down. There's a whole bunch of stuff just start happening when you try to save money, right? That makes you dip into that savings account. So I was in that mode a few years ago, and I stopped YouTube. I just stopped it completely. I was here and there, but I didn't quit. I just kind of held back for a minute because I'm like, okay, my quality isn't where I want it to be, which was true. And it's something that I'm the type of person where it's like, if I notice a flaw in myself, I'm gonna do my best to improve it. Whether it's with my content, my mental, or my physical. So that's good right there. It's good to have a growth mindset. So I had a growth mindset about my YouTube channel, but at the same time, I was, like I said, making excuses. And like I said, excuses is the branch of laziness, procrastination, demotivation, whole 9 yards. And so I went through all those branches, to all those stages. I was demotivated because I was watching all these other YouTubers with these big old nice cameras and had nice quality and, doing this, that, and third. And I was just so mesmerized at the fact that they have something that I want and I don't have it. And so me seeing that on my timeline on Instagram and YouTube and things like that, it demotivated me because I'm like, okay, I don't have those things, but I can't afford them. At the time, I couldn't afford them. And so it just made me demotivated. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do YouTube until I can get the right quality I need, or a camera, or the newest this, or the newest computer, or the newest PC, right? So I went through that stage. Boom, laziness. I just stopped uploading completely. And there was other factors, like I'm not making excuses since I'm making this video, but there was other factors that kind of detoured me from making YouTube videos, like not being in the right mental mind state, a lot going on mentally, school and stuff like that. I was in school at the time. I think when I started YouTube, I started YouTube in 2013, but when I really started doing YouTube, it was 2020. So I was like a freshman in 2020. Yeah, 2020 was my freshman year. So I had high school going on, but that was during the pandemic. So I had a lot of time on my hands, but like I said, depression, laziness, all that, demotivation, procrastination, all of that stuff. Complacency, I went through that. Complacent being, okay, I'm stuck where I'm at. And you never want to be complacent in life. Never. But I said this story to say this as my testimony, to give you guys an example that procrastination can really hold you back from what you want to do, and it can really creep up on you when you least expect it. And I let it creep up on me, and I stayed in that pit. And being demotivated, being unwilling to do anything because of certain circumstances in life, that can creep up on you, and it's a deep pit, and it's hard to get out of. I've been there, and it's possible to get out, but not without a lot of digging. You got to dig yourself out of that pit, and it's going to take a minute because it's hard, especially with everything going on in the world right now. Trust me, it's hard. I'm not saying that it's a reason or an excuse for you to stay where you at in life, be complacent. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to sit here and say that's a reason why you should be like this, or why you shouldn't get a job, or why you shouldn't be doing that YouTube channel like you said you was going to do. I'm not saying that's the reason why you got to stay like that. But what I am saying, that it creeps up on you, and it takes a long time to get out of. It takes some people weeks, months, sometimes years to get out of that depression state, get out of that demotivation period in their life. And we all have it, whether we're young and old, man or woman. We all had those times in our life where we just not feeling our best, and we just not wanting to go after it like we want to. And we have some seasons in our life where we just, everything is going, like everything is green light, green light, green light. The business is working out, money coming through, everything's going well. We have both sides of the seasons in our life where everything's going well and everything's going wrong. But at the same time, neither one should deter you from what you need to be doing, especially when you have a mentality, a growth mindset, meaning that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what setback is happening in your life, you take it as an advantage to grow and you just climb those stairs of progression in your life. Because, like I said, all of the distractions in life that's thrown our way, it can cause to us being lazy. It can cause to us not being able to be focused. And when you're trying to get something in life, you got to be 100% focused. You have to have tunnel vision. You can't be looking to the right or looking to the left. You got to be looking straight. You can't even look behind you. Keep looking straight. Keep going straight and forward. Be tunnel vision. There's going to be a time where you're going to fall. But the only thing that matters is that you keep getting up and learn from that fall and keep on walking. You got to keep on. Just keep on going straight. I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to tell somebody watching this video some motivation to keep the head up high and just keep on walking that path. But yeah, that's all I have for right now. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you enjoy the video. Vlogs coming soon to the channel, so be in tune. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed one.